Nessie, when we talk about getting more wind, where do we get them from? Now, you talked about in-state wind. What does that mean?
Well, California should have a lot of in-state wind to develop. Unfortunately, the state, the local governments, and the federal government, which owns a lot of land in California, have kind of put a lot of wind off limits. Unfortunately, they have said wind is prohibited in a lot of the areas where we would need to develop.
Right.
So unfortunately, there's not a lot more to be developed in California. So we want to make sure that the existing resources, actually the pioneer resources in the 1980s, we want to make sure we preserve and enhance those by repowering them with new technology. California has already been getting wind from out of state. The real issue is how are we going to make use of the existing transmission grid in the West, because there's actually a lot of capacity. There's also a lot of room to move electrons across the West. But outside of CalISO, there is no market for those wires, and so they're reserved, but they're not used. And so we have to see how we can get wind onto those wires with what's known as conditional firm service, to get the CAISO also to take control of the resources out of state, so operate them as if they are in the CalISO grid. And that and some advanced grid technologies, we think there's enormous potential to get wind into California without any transmission upgrades, without CAISO expansion.